Do you know my client?
I don't know.
Isn't it true that your relationship with my client is entirely platonic?
I don't remember.
Would I be accurate if I described your relationship as totally professional?
I don't know how.
It's not your relationship with my client, boink! Bad baby, bad baby. Did you ever not make love? Did you?
It wasn't him. It was Black.
Liar!
He's badgering the witness.
It's his witness.
I've never been so scared in my life.
How many other franchise films had you been a part of?
Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I'm so pathetic when it comes to knowing what movies I've done. I'm sorry. I just, I don't watch them. I couldn't, I mean, what was the question again?
How many
Order in
other
the court, or I will have you removed.
Sean Bailey was quoted as saying that...
Objection, hearsay.
Mr. Depp, where was Sean Bailey quoted, without getting into what he was quoted as saying?
I don't know who did the interview with him.
Objection, lack of foundation.
Exhibit 804 be moved into evidence and published?
Any objection?
I think it's outside the scope.
The next day I went to see a specialist, a hand surgeon, and this was still in Australia. And he had recognized that my excuse for the finger being gone.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay. What the doctor conveyed to him, that's classic hearsay. Admission of defendants, Exhibit 330. Just plan on asking about that text.
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
Your Honor, here's the real deal, mate. Her obsession with herself is far more important. She is so fucking ambitious. She's so desperate for success and fame. That's probably why I was acquired, mate.
With histrionic personality disorder, that underlying drive is to always be the center of attention.
You're complaining about her ambition in this text to her, correct?
I'm realizing that her ambition is far stronger than her supposed feelings for me, yes.
When it comes to histrionic, a lot of the key features are going to be drama and shallowness. Characteristically, people with this disorder are very, very interested in looks. They utilize their looks to get that attention, to get that respect that there's.
Muffins, you gave those to Ms. Heard, correct?
Stop talking about the muffins.
Would you agree that domestic abuse can be verbal?
Absolutely, yes.
Would you agree that domestic abuse can be emotional?
Yes, certainly.
Would you agree that your husband get the muffins for Amber Heard?
He did not get the muffins for Amber Heard.
I don't agree.
The funniest clips of the Johnny Depp
And you were trying to get
trial so
Mr. Depp
far.
out of the house, correct? And you would sometimes drink whiskey in the mornings too, right?
Isn't happy hour anytime? So
Mr.
I
Depp,
doubled up
with respect,
the,
trying to respect the court's time and the jury's time, that was not my question. My question was
I
simply,
understand. When you
would
take 5
agree,
minutes to look for a
you would agree,
document.
you would agree.
The line. So the incident was May 21st, 2016.
Trying to get into the unit. They were so afraid. Oh, someone's trying to get into my unit. They're like, oh, come on, really?
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he'd sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
Wait, you asked the question. Next question.
Okay, he said he sustained an injury to his finger.
Here's a photograph of the bed. Was human fecal matter. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh.
From May 1st, 2017, before Headline, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Diminishing Returns of Johnny Depp. Did I read that right?
You certainly did. Hollywood Reporter were very nice to me.
Johnny Depp reportedly drank heavily and was constantly late on the new Pirates movie set. Did I read that right?
You did, reportedly.
The next
These are
article,
all hit
also
pieces.
from May
These
10th,
are drags,
2017.
sir.
Mr.
This
Depp,
is a pathetic attempt.
Mr. Depp, please just respond to the question that I'm asking you.
What's your
the
question,
next question?
Mr. Rottenborn?
The next. Did I read that right?
You read that very, very well.
The next one. Did I read that right?
You certainly did.
Did I read that
Allegedly,
correctly?
Reports say this is hearsay. is
June
it not?
21st,
Your
2018.
favorite
6 months before. Did I read that right?
You did. You should read the article. It's
And the
wonderful.
last one, you were drinking pretty heavily.
Were you there?
Friends and family seriously concerned about him. Here's why.
Yes.
Correct.
How did they know?
Alison Boshoff reveals why Hollywood's reeling over what's being called Johnny Depp's career suicide note. Did I read that correctly?
You did. Who's Alison Boshoff and how does she know? Again.
Okay. So you
Hit pieces.
Yes, the first one is
generated
called
by
the.
Ms. Heard's publicity team.
Mr. Depp, we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible.
I'm just
I'm going to ask
stating
you about
that they
the
are.
first one.
No. Mr. Depp had his penis out of his pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember.
Relevance.
Mr. Depp.
I'll allow it. All right, three, somebody's, we're going to go with plaintiff's 380 right now, okay?
That's hearsay, I guess.
Correct. I'm not sure if it's offered for the truth.
I'm learning.
Yeah, you go.
Is that correct?
That's not correct. No, that's not quite right. The way you phrased it is not quite right. That's not correct.
It gives
Mr.
us
Depp,
our moods. It gives
I
us.
appreciate that, but my question wasn't that. My question was,
I'm just trying
right
to
after
school
you
you.
told the
woman.
doctor about.
Next question.
And you were trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house, correct?
And I was walking out of the bedroom, slapped me across the face. I turned to look at him. And I said, Johnny, you hit me. You just hit me.
Yourself a mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Yeah.
I poured myself a large glass of wine.
Right.
I thought it necessary. What would you like me to do?
Paul Bettany's a good friend that you've done drugs with, right?
That's a strange question. The
We'll just take a look at the
accusations
next
that she
exhibit, Mr.
brought.
Depp.
I'm sorry, I was talking. Is that all right?
You had answered my question. We'll take a look at the next exhibit. Thank you.
As long as you're happy, sir. And if you'll notice, my right hand is in my pocket. So I wasn't participating in the festival of ice cream.
So it's Miss Heard's fault that that picture was taken. Is that what you're saying?
She snapped it.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about this.
Number 3
Objection, hearsay.
just basically said in the
Objection, hearsay.
saying that
Objection, hearsay.
I'll try again. Had been approached to take part in writing
Objection,
Pirate
hearsay.
6.
Any objection?
I'll reserve other objections to portions of the document, depending on what she's going to ask about. Could be hearsay.
I figured that out.
The top
Thanks.
text on the screen.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a specific, if it was third from the bottom or somewhere around the corner. What was the question again?
How many?
Again, isn't passed out, that's a very specific term. Sleep could be one. I once gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking so much. Sorry.
The next day after we met and we talked, the next day, I get a phone call.
If she wanted a restraining
It's a yes or
order-
no question. You didn't try to get the restraining
No,
order.
why
did
would
you?
I?
I'm asking specifically, I did not notice any bruises, cuts, swelling, red marks, or any other injuries of any kind to Ms. Heard's face. Who wrote that?
That's what I said. I didn't see any marks or bruises on her face. That's what I said. I just don't remember seeing anything. Just don't remember. How would it be so obvious?
Well, the beautiful composition of the photograph would suggest that, certainly.
Yeah. You don't dispute that.
I don't see me in it.
No. You can't say that you carried cocaine in that box?
No, but it looks like it would fit some cocaine. Cocaine is, I would, in my experience, normally given in plastic bags. When you put it in a box like that, chances are very good you'll leave a trail of a long line of cocaine behind you.
Okay.
Walking down the
A jar of cocaine out on the table. I realize that sounds weird, but it's like an actual vintage jar of it.
Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it?
I will never understand how someone can tell so many lies and never feel bad about it.